Hey everyone, welcome to a new video. Finally, CSS also got this if function. Here you see that this is their official notification. CSS conditionals with the new if function. We know that web has three things. One is HTML, another one is CSS, another one is JavaScript. And before this CSS if function, we already know that JavaScript only had the if else conditions, switch case, blah blah blah. But now from now on, we can write this if function in CSS also. And here you see, this is the syntax. First of all, you have to declare the property and then you can write this condition 1, condition 2, condition 3, blah, blah, blah. You can declare any number of condition and also the value. And here you see currently these three things are supported. One is this style, another one is this media, and the third one is this support. These three different types of queries. So if I show you one example, here you see that this is the button, and without this if condition, if I write this button styling with media query, then what we can write that this is the normal button styling, and for this media query we can write in this way @media. But with the help of this if condition, we can write it in this way. Here you see, with if media any pointer is fine, then it will be 30 pixel, otherwise it will be 44 pixel. This will go in else condition. This is the new syntax of if. And also there are lots of syntax that they have given, like for this font size you can write it in this way: if media any pointer fine, then it will be 30 pixel, otherwise 44 pixel. And if I show you another cool example, here you see this is the real life example I have found in CodePen. This is the HTML and this is the CSS and this is the JavaScript. You see that inside JavaScript they have written nothing. Okay, and also in CSS, if you see that they have used this if condition. Now what they have written, let me tell you. So inside this if, they have given this border color in the form of this status pending complete. Now what is this status? If I show you, this is the data attribute we know that in HTML we have. Here you see inside this HTML they have used this data status pending. This is the data attribute, and also they have used this attribute syntax in CSS. So attribute data status, and this is the type. Okay, so if the type is pending, they are using this color, and if you see that if the status is complete, then they are using this sea green, otherwise it will be gray. So you see, without writing any JavaScript, you can introduce this dynamic CSS, or you can write this dynamic CSS, and you see that it is working fine. If the status is complete, or sorry, if the status is pending, then it is in blue border color. If the status is completed, then it is green border color, otherwise it is gray. It is working fine perfectly. And for the background color, they have given this for this pending complete. So inside this if, you can write this in this way. So here the syntax is little different. You see that you will start with this if, and then you will write this bracket, and here the bracket is ending here, and now you are writing this else condition inside this if. This is little bit different from the normal if else that we write in programming languages, or in JavaScript also we have written. Not only in JavaScript, in C, C++ or Java, we have seen that we don't normally write this if condition, then after the bracket of if completed, then we write the else. But here it is little bit different. We are writing this else inside this if. Here below you see that they have given this grid column condition also uh, with this if condition. Okay, and if I take you to this official notification, here you see that inline support queries. Another way to use if is to create inline support queries. For example, to check for with gamut color support like OKLCH, you could use this in this way. Okay, this is the supports. This is support query. Support is the web API. You know that set timeout is the web API. So in this way, supports is the web API. So if this OKLS is support in your browser, then you will see this sentence that your browser supports OKLCH. Otherwise, you will see this your browser doesn't support OKLCH. So you can write in this way also, as they have mentioned that currently this if works with three different types of queries. Style, I have already shown you this style. So this is the style that inside this if you can write this style in this way. Okay, you have to just mention this syntax style. And another one is this media. I have already shown you this media, so you can write this media in this way. Inside this if bracket you can write this media. Another one is this support, so inside this if you can write this supports. In this way you can write supports, and you can define this color inside this supports. Okay, so this is one of the fine example that they have given. Okay, and this is the style, background color, border color. So currently it is not supported for all of the browsers. The modern updated Chrome browser is supported with this if condition. So if you want to use this if in production, then for that you have to wait for the final confirmation from the CSS. So this is the new feature, new experimenting feature that they have published for the latest modern browser. Remember these things. So before using this if, please check it, this Chrome version you have see that you see that they have mentioned. Okay, so I hope that this information you found helpful. If you want to get this type of videos more, don't forget to subscribe this channel. And you see that I have already published many videos regarding this AI agent and this web development and also this AI tools, AI coding. So if you want to get this type of videos more daily, don't forget to subscribe this channel. See you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.